Hi, this is Tracy from Snazzy Moon Designs. In this video, we'll show you what tools and materials you need to start sublimation. So let's get started. Okay, so as I mentioned, this video is going to show you what basic supplies you need to get started with sublimation. Well, the first thing you're going to need is a printer. The most common printer used for sublimation is the Epson EcoTank printer. The small one is what everybody starts out with, and this is what we started out with. This is an ET4760. Now you don't have to get a 4760, you can get a 2720. I think there's a new model of 2800, 4700. As long as it's an Epson EcoTank printer, you're okay. Then you're going to need printer paper. We use this sublimation paper. It's ASUB, 125 grams, 8.5 by 11. This will fit into your small printer. Then you're going to need ink. Right now in our Epson 4760 we have Hiipoo ink. It's a Hiipoo. We have Printer's Jack ink in the 15,000. And when one of those gets empty, I'm going to try this Cosmos ink. I've heard good reviews about Cosmos, so I want to give that a try next. But it seems like, don't it seem like the ink lasts forever in these things?
It does. We've not refilled the tanks yet since we started.
It's probably been about 4 or 5 months. And between both printers, neither one of them needed to be refilled yet. And we printed out a lot of designs. So make sure that when you purchase your printer, that you take the ink that comes with it and put it far away from the printer. So you do not put the ink that comes with the printer in your printer. You have to have sublimation ink. And there's plenty of videos showing you how to put sublimation ink in your printer. So I want to re-emphasize, do not put the ink that comes with your printer in your printer. That's one big mistake a lot of beginners make. Okay, so we finished discussing the printer and the paper and the ink. So now you're going to need a heat press if you're going to do t-shirts and keychains and coasters and things like that. We have a 15 by 15 heat press. I don't know what brand it is. I bought it off of Amazon. It seems like it's a pretty good heat press. And we use that to make t-shirts, totes, license plates, and coasters, keychains. I haven't made any on this. Well, I have, but we've sold them all. And phone holders. So you're going to need a press, and you'll also need butcher paper for your press, and you're going to need t-shirts, and you can only use polyester t-shirts, right?
At least 65%.
65% or higher polyester t-shirts. Tammy does all the t-shirts, so that's kind of her department. So when you're first starting, come on, Sasha, move. Come on, go.
Sasha.
When you're first starting, you're gonna get you some white polyester t-shirts. This is 100% polyester. And you can get those online, or
Gildan is a good one.
this is Gildan. And those are fine to sublimate on. The lower the polyester count, if you get down to like 65%, your design is not going to be as bright and vibrant. So try to find the highest polyester count you can find when it comes to t-shirts. Also, you cannot sublimate on black t-shirts. So stay away from any dark colored t-shirts. If you're just beginning, just start with white t-shirts, and then once you get those down, you can move on to the next stage of bleaching and all that kind of stuff. You're going to need heat gloves. We got these on Amazon. You're going to need this for the heat press and for anything pretty much you do sublimation, because you're using a lot of hot equipment. And you're going to need tumbler blanks. These are 20-ounce skinny tumbler blanks. We purchased them off of a Facebook group, Sublimation Tumblers USA or something like that. They come from China, but they keep them in U.S. warehouses. And I think they're probably about $4.80 each if you buy 25 a case of them. So you're going to need tumbler blanks. And you're going to need an oven if you want to use an oven. It's got to be a convection oven, or you can use a toaster oven if it has the convection feature. This one here, we just lay our tumblers down on the side. And then make sure you get a thermometer to place in your oven to make sure, especially when you first purchase it, if you set it for 350 degrees, you want to make sure that it's actually 350 degrees inside. This one here is real accurate, so we don't need to have it inside anymore. Now, another option, if you don't want to use an oven, you can use a tumbler press. This is a tumbler press. It's a 20-ounce tumbler press. You can get a bigger one if you want to do 30-ounce tumbler presses. And I don't know what brand this is either, but it works pretty good. And you can also, you will need a cutting mat or a trimmer. This is what I use to trim my designs on. So we'll print them out. This is a Carl Rotary trimmer, and you can see how I use this in some of my other videos. You'll need a trimmer. You'll need heat tape to tape your designs to your tumblers. And I use shrink wrap. Now, you don't have to use shrink wrap, but I like to use shrink wrap. If you look in one of my other videos, you will see that I use shrink wrap. What that does is keeps pressure evenly on your tumbler, and it helps prevent the ghosting and makes a real nice seam line. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You don't have to have a tumbler or a tape dispenser, but this is a real nice tape dispenser. It actually cuts in little sections. That way you're not sitting there trying to cut it with scissors or pull it out, tear it on the cutter part of the dispenser. Also, we have this lint-free cloth. When you get your tumblers, you want to wipe them down with a lint-free cloth to make sure, they're nice and clean. And if you do use the shrink wrap, you're going to need a heat gun. I ordered this off of Amazon. I order pretty much everything off of Amazon, don't I?
You're pretty much.
Yeah. So I bought this off of Amazon, and pretty much any heat gun will work. Just don't get the little tiny one, but just get a nice size heat gun. What else do I need? That's pretty much all you need to make the tumblers. I use this tumbler stand. So when I'm taping my tumblers, let me get one real quick. When I'm taping the tumblers, I used to try and set them down like on my desk right here, and they'd be rolling all over the place while I'm trying to tape them. So now I can put them in here. They stay put, and I tape it and turn it or whatever I need to do, and it's not going to roll away from me. And then also, if you do not want to use the shrink wrap, you can get a silicone sleeve. I haven't really tried this in the convection oven yet. I just got this. So I think I did make a video on how to use it in a tumbler press, because somebody said you can use them in a tumbler press. Some people say you don't need to, and some people say it works great. So that's just another personal preference. That's pretty much all you need for making tumblers that I can think of. Can you think of anything else? No? Okay. So obviously you're going to need tumblers, and we already mentioned those. 20-ounce skinny tumblers are the best tumblers to start beginning on, right? Because they're straight. You don't have to worry about taper. Your 8.5 by 11 printer will print out the size design you need. And then if you want to move up to 30-ounce tumblers, then you're going to have to get the bigger printer. But just to get started, You don't need the wide format printer. So that brings us to if you want to do coffee mugs and cups, right? So we have a Cricut Mug Press. Now I'm going to tell. Before this, we bought this Cricut Mug Press.
They're in the other room.
We had a press that came with this, and it was an attachment, and you hook this up to it, and it would burn the cup. It would leave lines. It burned the cup, and we just wasted a lot of cups with it. So we said, well, let's try a Cricut Mug Press, right?
And we definitely prefer it much better.
And so we got the
easier.
Cricut Mug Press, and I tell you what,
It's very easy. So
you
simple.
don't have to set any temperature. You don't have to set the time. You just get your mug, and
I don't think we have any in here.
we don't have any mugs in here.
No.
Well, you get a sublimation mug. You can buy them from Hobby Lobby. You can buy them from Michaels. We use the Cricut brand. I think the last batch we got were a Michaels buy one get one 50% off. So we bought like 25 of them. But I got a video on how we use the Cricut press. So you're just gonna wrap your mug. You heat this up. You turn it on. It heats up. It beeps. You put your mug in. It beeps again. You take it out. It's that easy. Okay.
We're getting ready to
Oh yeah, we're getting ready to move up to sippy cups.
sippy cups.
So we've been making 20-ounce tumbler presses or tumblers. Got presses on my brain right now. So we're getting ready to start doing these sippy cups. I haven't made one yet, but you can do sippy cups, and you can order them from the same place. There's all the Facebook groups. There's tons of places to order blanks from. If you want to buy them from Amazon, that's fine, but you're going to pay a lot more.
You want to make sure they say for sublimation.
Yeah, make sure that whatever you purchase says it's for sublimation, because there are tumblers that are white like this, but they're not for sublimation.
People use them for epoxy
You know,
or
they're like for
vinyl.
epoxy or other Cricut or whatever. Make sure it says sublimation tumblers. Okay.
We decided to try the sippy cups because we're getting ready to have our first great grandbaby in February.
So we're going to make a sippy cup. I think that covers everything. If you have any questions, you can put it in the comments. You can message us. I have other videos that go more into detail of how to make a 20-ounce tumbler, on how to use the Cricut Mug Press, on how to set up your printer. You're going to need some kind of design software. I use Affinity Designer, but I mean it's personal preference. There's several different kinds of design software you can use to print out your designs. So hopefully this video will help you decide what you want to get started, and kind of help you a little bit of knowing what you need to buy. It's pretty expensive. Yeah, but once you purchase all the equipment, all you're pretty much buying is the blanks and the ink and the paper and the tape. So, like I said, like, subscribe, and leave comments if you have any questions. And thanks for watching.